What up, what up, what up? Man, I thought it was later. It's actually a little bit early. So we're going to get a game in. Today we're going against South Carolina 3-1. Gotta make sure my mind right. I'm nervous about this game. This is a non-conference game, obviously, but still don't want it to blemish up the record. So we'll see how it goes. Sorry, guys. Are we good? Just watching other streamers as I play. You know me, as I always do. We got some comedians. Let's get the game going.
Value. So you might want to go get my cash out and send that.
This guy. Alright, let's get it going. Sorry, yeah. Trying to do multiple things at once. Y'all know how that goes.
The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. One of the great things about the early part of the season, high-profile non-conference games, and that's what we have for you on EA Sports College Football. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Goblins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I talked with the Goblins head coach. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact. but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that
let's
offensive
go.
line and gain some chemistry with them.
Got a little room.
He's got that on that catching.
Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. Few guys in the sport have the physical skill, size, and speed of Nick Harbor. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one, communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Straight ahead, it's McAllister. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be manning up.
Should have got over a little bit, huh?
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Trying to squeak through the pile.
Wow.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got it behind the line. It's Hunt. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Right side, it's Bennett. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Throws quickly. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a fourth down looms and decision time for this offense. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Get a field goal on the opening drive.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. It'll be the Goblins offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And we get a look at Kenny Menchie, formerly of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out, throwing it, making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
On first down, it's Baxter again. He's got enough. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Goblins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw one first.
Oh, damn, he read that.
Out wide right, it's Miller. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early.
Oh, my God.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They go play action with Sellers.
Oh, shit.
Turns it loose.
Catch the ball.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Heaves it on the run.
Come on.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times.
Fair catch. Oh, come on.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. He'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week.
Oh, shit.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Sellers.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Here's Sellers to throw.
Oh, thanks.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return. This offense has it with really good field position. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Finds his target.
Let's go, guys.
And he runs through one tackle and
I'm
picks
trying
up
to get out
a
of
few.
there.
Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. First play of the period will be a second down. Handoff, Baxter running left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Goblins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
Oh, shit. I'm showing to the
Taken
right.
down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
We go for it.
And I
Take
love
the
when
points. Let's
defenses
take the
see
points.
pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do
That's
is
where
run
they
through
score,
immediately.
Steven.
If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. You're a
Get
defensive
in
lineman,
there.
and that guard pulls in front of you. I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
Well, they were able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Throwing, Sellers. Still looking. He'll pull it down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Bennett. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Sellers. On the move. He'll try to do it himself. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there.
Oh, shit. The start button is so close.
Golf and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
God damn
It's
it.
a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Sellers through the noise. Left left side is Bennett. Defense is there to make the
This
stop,
is a
but he's
play.
got the
He's supposed to
first
do
down, and
that.
they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in.
Shut that down.
Short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1.
You got to run back. Goddamn.
They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, South Carolina. Great job by the back on the option.
I'm trying to get over.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Turns into the pump.
He got it.
He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Goblins have it with a 1st and 10.
I'm allowed to X if he's the one.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Hand off for Baxter. Enough to move the chains. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball support.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out wide left, it's Rodriguez. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's going to run it. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Set of downs going up top.
Get away with it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd.
72 just watched them go by.
What's left in this first half.
Oh my God.
And the Goblins
Literally
with a
just
long
watched
way
him
to
go
go
by.
after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're
I
staring
don't know
at
if
third.
Yeah.
hold on a second. I thought I turned that off. Why is it in? It's in options. Alright, it's
has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback changing the play. On third and long.
oh my god, he came right through.
That pass not closes.
The
He
line
got
is
12
not
trying to
blocking
deliver it.
for
It'll bring
whatever
up fourth
reason.
down.
Watch
QBs
this.
and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting
77.
pressure,
Come on,
the
my
quarterback
guy.
gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Goblins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Ah, shit.
Punt is in the air.
They covered.
He
Oh,
makes the
he
fair
did.
catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. If you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
First half in the
10-10.
books.
Come
Time
on.
now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Bullshit.
Ollie, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with the South Carolina head coach coming out of the locker room, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
All
I
right,
had to pick
Ollie.
somebody.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I think this receiver's
If I would've
forte
stayed
is
on
his
the
route
route, I would
running.
do
He's a
it
guy that
again,
can
I
line
think.
up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And guys, they got the completion, but nothing productive to show for it. Third and long coming up. Again, it's Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got him.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last
That's
week,
the
they
first
got 3
sack of the
sacks.
game.
They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Oh my god, he just runs away
Not a
from
lot
him.
of room to field this one. The
What
pursuit
is
and
going
coverage
on?
was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. lead.
Where the hell is the blocking at?
Finds a crease, it's Barnes. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. So how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Give to the single back, and he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. From the gun, wants to pass.
Pass the ball,
And he
my
gets it
guy.
away.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force
Did
the
not
incompletion.
catch the ball.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th
Oh, this
down,
is
you're
how it's
throwing
gonna go.
for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make
This
a
is
play
how we do
to
it,
keep the
yeah.
drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is
Yeah,
coming
this
off the
guy.
field.
Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the
Oh
wideout.
my god.
Got his
Oh,
man downfield. Spins away from one. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick give. It's
oh
Clark.
shit.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move
Goes
it back.
on me.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Throwing, Sellers. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
I think I only,
Here he comes from
only
inside his
touchdown
own
was
5. He'll
kick
be
for
brought
10.
down at the 22-yard line.
Oh,
Good
man.
coverage on that one. His return is stopped
Let's go
short of
back to
the
the
25.
basics.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Keeps it moving. It's Barnes. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
That it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Goblins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now. Let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Outside.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home. But, and he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Sellers throws for the tight end. It's caught. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch.
It's a curve. Somebody ought to drop back to
there catching the football.
Cover goddamn 4.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Fights off a defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Looking left. He's got an open man.
Oh, shit.
Sweet juke gets him free. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. 5 defensive backs on the field as they desperately try to keep them out of the end zone late. Sellers to the air again. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
The Goblins sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Wants to go up top on 2nd down.
Oh my
And he
God.
avoids the sack.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions, trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires left. And he's brought down, but he picks up the
It's gonna
first
be a
down, and
sack.
the
Try and
gamble
get rid
pays
of
off.
that ball.
Well,
Right
down
then.
2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Drops back on 1st down. Sends it
Oh my God, I
downfield.
didn't throw to him.
And he throws another interception. His 3rd of the
God
night.
damn it.
He would have loved
Yeah,
to
this
make the
game
big
is.
return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the
We got to
37.
jump online. I'm not
It
gonna
doesn't
fuck
get any
this
better
season
for your
up.
defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet,
So,
but it's
yeah,
getting
man.
pretty close.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10.
Oh my God.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Running inside. It's McAllister. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Here's Sellers to throw. Right down the middle. He makes a catch.
All right, let's jump online. I gotta get right. No, it's fucking trash. I need to get some water though. Haven't played online in a minute, so we're gonna, we're gonna try. What is it? We're gonna go 2 for 3. Let's go 2 for 3. Yeah, fuck Dynasty. We about to play online. When is this season over? I just play with any team. Let's go with Iowa. Let's see what my guys in Iowa are doing. Let me get right real quick. Yeah, I just play with any team online. Because I'm not playing with Syracuse. Nobody choosing tier 2 schools or whatever. Tier whatever they are. Nah, that's a tier 2 school. Nah, Syracuse probably like tier what, 3? 4. As y'all guys seen, I ain't that good. So I'm even worse if I don't know the playbook. So we got to get it. I consider that the warm up. Yeah. Nah, these guys online are pros, so I'm probably about to get spanked. Right. I play like 1 or 2, games like fucking 45 minutes. I play like 1 or 2 games, man. We might get back to it as far as the dynasty goes. I'm on snacks. I think we're gonna get this last game in, and then I'll probably jump on some GTA. But because tonight ain't my night in football. God damn, man. All right, let's go, y'all. We're playing with Iowa. With Hawkeyes.
Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Golden Gophers have one of the most unique on-campus stadiums in college sports. Formerly playing in the Vikings home field, now back on campus, Huntington Bank Stadium has brought that college spirit back to Minnesota. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Golden Gophers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Second down to the air. The short hands. It's James.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Now on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. He's got the first down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Handoff for Malton. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he gets rid of it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. He's got it, first down and more. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Here's a give to Malton.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, gonna throw it. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This time on target. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll run it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side is Tracy. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wasting no time slinging it around. That's caught. It's Tracy. And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Taylor. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. This rivalry between Iowa and Minnesota even predates Floyd of Rosedale. Goes all the way back to 1891, guys.
Crazy to think about a rivalry going that far, and it's passed down, and the uniforms changes and the names change, but it's so cool, the history of this intact, people keeping track of their records, and it means something to those players back then and to these now.
Yeah, tradition, that's one of the things that makes college football the greatest sport in the world. And the fact that you get to have these trophy games, Floyd of Rosedale, are you kidding me? This is a game you've got to tune into.
After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on second and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Offense gets set for second down. Taylor has it. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Selling the fake. Rushes on. He's got the back in the middle. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pulls it, fired complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Second and long here. He's looking to pass. Right side, it's James. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun on third down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps on fourth down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The give is to Taylor. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Finds his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Quick completion on the out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. The sure hands, it's Taylor. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Look out! And he'll just get rid of that one.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. On the return. Coverage unit all over him. Stopped immediately. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Nowhere to go.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sells to fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're all over it. And it's a sack.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the Golden Gophers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Under pressure. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Kamari again, turning it on. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Press center down's going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's James. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the time.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, the fumble on the defense got it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
All right, y'all. Good game. Gotta go.